Jacy again, and I'm here to talk to you about how to trust within the unknown. I know I had talked before about doing whatever you can do that's going to make your craft unique and that's going to make it successful. But I also want to talk to you about how to trust in those times where you're not exactly sure what's going on. First of all, I'm Christian, so I have a lot of different views than maybe some other people. And I have nothing against what you believe in, but I truly believe that God has a plan for each and every one of you. And I do believe that He has a plan for even your business. Sometimes I think that we think of God as this big, great being in the sky that doesn't care about our small problems down here. In a way, that's kind of true. Your plans probably are not His plans. He has different ways than yours. We can't change our past, but it is up to us to decide if we're going to let our past change our future. And part of that is trusting that the future may not be exactly what we think it's going to be. You know, there may be a different plan for you, and it's going to roll out a different way than how you orchestrated it or how you want it to be orchestrated. And I can tell you from experience that I was working at a credit union and I had a good job, but it wasn't me. Math wasn't me. I'm an art person. Math, I hate math. To be honest, I hate math. But I was able to weasel my way around this job, and I was able to stay there for 2 years. But I knew that there was something more. And I knew that there was another plan in store, that I wasn't wasting my life, but I was wasting the talent that God had given me. And every day I would feel like I'm wasting my gifts. I don't think I'm super duper talented. I don't think I'm the best artist out there. I definitely don't think I'm the best painter out there. But I knew that that's what made me happy. And that when I was painting, I felt, this is right. This is where God wants me to be. And so every day, just going to a job that I had to just sit there and be confined and constrained with no creative outlet, I was suffocating inside. I was literally creatively suffocating, if that makes sense. And I found myself every morning just praying, just asking, Lord, please, just have your way in the situation, because I'm about to break. There was no place for me to move in that job. I mean, I couldn't go up. I could barely even move side to side. It was the smallest office you'll ever see in your life. So I was asking God, please, have your way. Just whatever you want me to do, God, I'm yours. This is your plan. I'm just here for the ride. And I got laid off. And I remember thinking, Lord, that's not what I had in mind. However, it was exactly what needed to happen. Because I know now that if I was given the choice to actually stay there or to leave, I probably would have allowed fear back into my mind, and I would have stayed, because the fear of not having a paycheck is scary. The fear of not having a constant day-to-day job is scary. When you work on your own, when you freelance, or when you have your own business, that's scary. And I let that fear get to me for years. And I stayed in jobs that weren't meant for me. I was at a credit union, working with math, working with numbers, loans, all sorts of things that I'm not comfortable in. It's totally out of my comfort zone. And I'm not saying don't do something that's out of your comfort zone. I mean, it's good to try new things. It is good. Because I know that happened for a purpose. Because now I can budget myself. Now I can actually do my Excel sheets for my business and actually crunch my own numbers. So the Lord orchestrated this all for a purpose. And I wanted to tell you that the day that I got laid off, it was exactly 4 weeks after my husband got laid off. So I came home and he was still home, and it was, I think, 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Probably 8 o'clock. And I, sat down on the bed, and he looked at me and he was like, "Oh, you're home?" And I said, "You're not going to believe this." And I told him, and we just sat there, and for a good minute, we didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, we bursted out laughing so hard because we realized how ridiculous it kind of was. We're not, horrible people, and we never got in trouble at work, and yet within weeks of each other we both got laid off. So we knew that there was a bigger power behind it, that there was a bigger plan behind it. And my point of the story is, I could have looked at it as a negative thing. I could have said, "Oh my goodness, I'm laid off. I can't do this." And I could have bottled myself up and been negative and been depressed, and I would have let all of these different emotions that are not healthy into my heart and mind, and I would have suffered. But because I trusted in the unknown, because I trusted that the plan was going to work itself out however way it needed to, that afternoon I just came in here, this is my studio, and I cleaned it out. I cleaned it out. I got rid of all the junk from yesterday, and I just made everything just new again. And it felt so good, and I knew that this was where I needed to be. And I'm here to just tell you to just trust. If you don't believe in God, He's still there, but just have some sort of faith, something to hold on to, something that's going to allow you to get through this tough time of confusion. And confusion and fear and all those emotions, those are not of God. We weren't given them. But we can take those moments and use them, and it's in those moments that we grow and that we learn and that we can truly, truly see what it means to trust. And I hope today that you will just trust in the unknown. Trust that it's going to work out. Trust that you can do it, that you can make it. Trust that you can be successful and that you can really make a difference. And I just want to give you that word today, and just keep trusting. It'll work out. All right? So have a great day, and I'll talk to you again. God bless.